So sometimes the question pops through my mind, how do we know if a person is worth loving? What really makes somebody worth investing that time and that effort into? And it makes me think of an experience I had on a mission trip with another friend. We were in new territory we had never ever been to before. We didn't really know the lay of the land. So I was about to bounce some ideas off of the other leader. We had a group of people with us to ask him, do you think that we should approach it this way? So I laid out my whole entire plan in front of him, and as I was about to finish and ask his opinion, I saw him turn his head and start laughing. And I realized he was not paying attention to me. And he saw the look on my face and saw that I was kind of offended by the fact that he wasn't listening. That illustration taught me that, you know what, it's really important to listen to somebody. And I realized that I can know that God is a person worth loving because he is a person who listens to me. Psalm 116 says this in verse 1. I love the Lord because he has heard my voice and my pleas for mercy. Because he inclined his ear to me, therefore I will call on him as long as I live. We all have those friends who we know they're going to ignore our text messages, they're going to ignore our phone calls, they're going to just not really respond to us, even when we really need to get in touch with them. But that's not how God is. God is there for us, and that's how we know that God is a God that's worth loving, because he hears our cry, he hears our petition. And David continues through the rest of that psalm to talk about the ways that God has delivered him. But the very first way that he came to know that he could love the Lord was because God listened to him. So if there's something burdening your heart, if there's a perplexing situation that you're in, if you're confronted with something that you don't know how to get through, just remember, even if no one else will listen to you talk about that problem, God will listen. He will incline and get close to you to hear what it is that you have to say. And as a result of that experience, you will know that God is a God that's worth loving.